Hi everyone, and welcome back here to my platform, to my world, vortex of energies here for the Ascension, consciousness expansion, liberation, reformation, resurrection, right? I mean, they're telling me here, perestroika. I mean, this is the Ashtar Galactic Command, okay, helping humanity with the liberation, with the transition to the next octave, harmonic universe number 2, soul connection, consciousness expansion, right? Here on that physical plane, right? We're taking this physical body with us. So important to take care of ourselves, love ourselves, being that energies of forgiveness, of compassion, right? Working on ourselves, doing the shadow work, transformational work. Again, this is more for star seeds, my soul group. Right? Also, you know, we're the guardians helping to transmute the universal shadow, because we've been dealing with aliens and with these controllers, right? The sun, Balala sun, and the ancient Anunnaki, also the black sun entities, right? And here with the Cabal, with the Illuminati, carrying the agenda of those controllers, and you know, of those the Dracos, the Alpha Draconis, with the as a Draco Nazi Federation, and then you have the CHIMERA group. Those are the arachnoid kind of spider-like beings in Asia, right? The Black Dragon MOTH, right? The CCP, the DARPA China, DARPA here in United States Corporation, right? Wreaking havoc in the entire solar system. And I deal with the military sector, so the infiltration of here humanity, the military, right? Hooking those military bases to alien military bases through all these tunnels, and doing horrible experimentations on humanity, on those guys also joining military, right? They turn them into digital avatars, dark avatars, cyborg, right? And all these galactic sex slave and trading, because the US Congress signed treaties with the Zetas, the Zeta Reticuli, and the Orion group, and also with the Grays, okay? So trading human DNA, right? That's why they are trading us for highly advanced technology. And you see, whether it's the time travel, the weather modification, directed energy weapons, psychotronic weapons, right? All kinds of you know, spaceships, spacecraft, and you know, creating all these tunnels there. So and MK Ultra. So you know, I deal the inside invasion. I mean, the invasion of our consciousness. I deal with MK Ultra, the mind control, everything that's actually now it's transpiring, right? With all these SRA, satanic rituals, and so on. You know, you see in Hollywood, and now in politics, right? Government. I do again the military, but you can also see lots of misinformation coming from science and from media, MK Ultra Mockingbird, okay, for example, and then all these interesting projects in military, okay, with the time travel technology, and MK Ultra Montauk, Monarch, right? And this planetary corporations, military bases, Nibiran military bases on Moon, Mars, right? Saturn, Pluto, and so on. So this is the universal shadow. That's the red trident. So we can Google Ascension Glossary or Lisa Rini Energetic Synthesis. That's tons information, and now we're getting tons of you know, documents and files and proof about interesting things even flowing in the atmosphere, right? Like these jellyfish, you know, kind of spaceship, spacecraft, all these octopus, talk about the octopus with a Hydra. I deal with Hydra. My soul group ended up in those dark projects, you know, those black ops, and what they do to their light body, to their chakras, right? And that's, you know, I'm telling you guys, it's based on their experiences, what was done to me, how they through all kinds of drugs and whatever, and they inject also interesting things like the black goo, right? And maybe SP, the suppressive parasite entity, how they're lowered our frequency vibration, right? And that's how they also get into our central nervous system, into the cerebrospinal fluid, into the peripheral nervous system, and making transhumans or cyborgs or robots, you know, out of us, right? And the DARPA, of course, we're dealing with DARPA. So now, you know, the Ashtar Galactic Domain and DARPA, right? There's a contract, and I'm working towards that. We have a project and so on. But DARPA with all these skeletonics, robotics, cybernetics, right? That's technology extremely highly advanced, you know. It's just, that's why with the starseeds coming from the future, right? And correcting these things also, you know, from our past lifetimes and so on here in this present moment, right? Everything is kind of surfacing. It's going back to light, to source, right? Even to divine justice, those who are of that Melchizedek order, right? Those are the Essene, Christos, Templars, and also we are the Solar Rishi or Solar Risha, Yanas, those are Ascended Masters, right? So we're bringing these teachings of your original consciousness, that's the angelic divine luminous beings, how they were designed, right? Potential of 12 strands of DNA, and they carry the codes of, you know, the universal library. And so the energy is here. It's all about tuning in. Right now it's all about pretty much individual ascension, because the grid workers and gatekeepers and even the information, you know, this kind of information about ascension from Lisa Renee, she's been talking about it for 20 years, and before her there was Yana, right, talking about also the 5D ascension. That was like 30 years ago, guys. So we've been here, the star seeds, you know, 3 waves of star seeds, right, just correcting the timeline, right, from the Armageddon software timeline. I mean, that's the based in mathematics, the Saturnian Kabbalah kind of draconian tyranny, right? We're exiting all that, and now we're freeing ourselves through these cosmic energies and transharmonic portals and stargates, okay, whether planetary or even galactic, right? The galactic core has been also open, and we have now access to Andromeda that is hosting our ascension, and hosting also this transition, and you know, helping humanity, helping all the souls here with the rehabilitation and with healing, with the re-education, right? And again, it's through energies, and you know, we kind of the volunteer souls, we are here and among humanity, right, opening their hearts or helping them. And of course, yesterday I received help from students, right, because this town is kind of very famous for these universities, okay, colleges, universal college kids actually helping me. I couldn't start my car last night. Somebody was playing with my car, because this morning I was able to start it, and they arranged Uber for me, and I was able to go home for free. And it's unbelievable how you know, these beautiful souls, right? I mean, it's what I'm attracting. I had this beautiful walk after work, and suddenly I couldn't start my car, and I just asked for help, and I received. So and I have interesting experiences with the Zetas, and also there back then in there was a Sedona, Arizona, 2000, like I said, 15, 16, somebody from California. There was another young girl, and she was sharing all kinds of stories with me, and how you know, interesting, right? We're not alone, that's what I'm trying to say. But you know, we have the angels like in a human form coming, right? And then, you know, we're dealing with ETs, but also with aliens, and some of them are positively polarized, some of them are negatively polarized. And I know that I have the contract with Zetas, I have hybrid children, right? And so there's all kinds of now interesting, unexplained experiences, right, or cases. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get into, that there is no explanation. Also, I went to AutoZone and they checked my battery, and the battery is doing just fine. I actually changed it a year ago, so how come I couldn't start my car last night, and this morning everything is working just fine? So all this kind of phenomena, guys, happening, and it's surfacing, and we are just putting it out there. Oh, maybe, you know, we are crazy, or the conspiracy and so on. This is now coming to more and more to that physical plane, these things that were hidden, or the star seeds, or, you know, gatekeepers, and who see energies, who are clairvoyant, clairsentient, right? We could feel into these energies, and now things are transpiring for everybody to see what this what we were really were experiencing, what was done to us, to humanity, right? To this planet, to animals, to plants. How humanity were really unplugged, only from their DNA, left only with 2 strands of DNA, and how we were living here in the matrix, computer simulation. And again, just sometimes looking at the sky, right, is almost like an AI dome, right? But now things are surfacing and things are transpiring. And also back then, you know, with this California young lady, we went outside. That was in 2015, right? And all these spacecraft in the sky, but it was like a dome. I'm like, oh, this is unbelievable, right? You're in Sedona, Arizona, and all these spacecraft. But now when I'm going back, to me, that was that kind of Zeta looking glass technology. They can project all that, right? And it was a kind of, it was impressive. But again, you know, just tuning back into these energies, I can see that it's done through AI. Other experience, they're coming to my room. I was in Colorado, right? And they're just kind of grabbing my, these creatures, the Grays or Zeta, right? Kind of grabbing me, and they're taking me to the space. And then they're showing me how they just go, how you just go through portals. So, and you know, because they did horrible things were done to me. I know that was the whole Men in Black introducing yoga, right? The Necromitans, Omicrons, those are the fallen angelics. They are drinking adrenochrome, and they torturing children. Or you have the Dracos, they're also, you know, eating children, all this stuff. Guys, this is a fact. Do I have my books here? I don't have my books. I put them back into a box. But Elena Danaan, right? Those are the gifts from stars. And so these entities, right, we also carry their DNA. So more and more I can see, oh my goodness, I do have the that Draco, Alpha Draconis DNA. I have also Anunnaki hybrid DNA of these pharaohs, right, the monarchs and so on. Okay, so it's just everything's now surfacing, and the politicians, or these new ones, they're right, being kind of placed even the Pentagon or the political arena and so on, right? You know, I see all kinds of energy, and here, especially in the military, those who were military, Marines, or Army, right? This is what I see in their energy field, the minds being compartmentalized, and it's MK Ultra. Okay, I see the red wave frequency there, you know, with the guys with the tattoos, right? And so for us who were abducted, SSP, that was like, was it the dress rehearsal? Like, we already experienced these things on ourselves. And that's why we talk about the healing. That's why we talk about the 12D shielding, the 12D Ascension protocol, energy hygiene, because everybody, whether you are from, you know, military, science, you know, mainstream media, religion, and so on, right? How important to, well, because we've been MK Ultra, we've been mind control, how important to take care of your energy hygiene and of your chakras, and especially if you're on a high position, elite, the high echelon, right? If you're serving, right, the cabal and so on. So I see these things because it was done to me, right? And that's why I'm sharing that with you guys. Is again based on my direct experiences, and so through my soul signature, energy signature, through my operational system, right? So only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And understanding energies, doing the inner work, transformational work, understanding the agenda of those negative aliens, right? And understanding the Ascension mechanics here, it's a must. Because the evidence now is in the astral plane. We are merging with the 4D. And now, as you know, there'll be bifurcation of consciousness. And it's okay beyond 4D, right? But it's building a momentum, right? Are we of that positive structure? Are we embodying the divine feminine, right? And healing also the divine feminine, right? Or we're with the negative structure, right? Complaining and, oh my goodness, you know, these new guys, they have no skills. And again, complaining and, you know, about the government and politics. God is within you. you become the government, or you become the governor, right? Human beings were designed as creative co-creators, okay, with the divine under the law of one with free will. We're bringing the Emerald Order here back online, you know. So this all being said, it's all about toning in, okay, the Galactic Codex. That's why for me, what happened to me, I'm giving everything in a divine justice, and of course surrendering also to Satya Sai Baba, Mahatavar Babaji. Those are the solar rishis, right? Because they are the originators of the 15 universal time matrix. They're the ones with the vimanas, with the spacecraft, right? And using these technologies, I mean, also we have the Pleiadian technology, Tachyon technology. They're using these technologies for healing, for the betterment of all. Instead, the negative ones, the negative faction of the Dracos and the Zetas and the Reptilians and the Alpha Draconis and the Anunnaki, right? The Belial Suns or the Black Sun entities, right? That's why they have ultimatum, because the Galactic Codex, right, is being implemented. We have the New Earth jurisdiction. The divine justice is here. Last time we talked about the law of consent. So, you know, establishing your boundaries and what are you allowing into your energy field, right? What are you consenting with, right? Law of intent, consent, and authority, right? So what are you consenting with? Your intentions, right? It goes into the space, into the actually the entire universe, into the entire cosmos now. And that's what kind of energies now you're attracting. Of course, we still have, you have to deal with stuff. We have infiltration and, you know, shadow, the negativity, right? We talk about the negative ego, the shadow work. Again, I forgot to mention how important it is to work on that shadow, work on that negative ego, that shadow self, because that's the reptilian consciousness, and that's how humanity are hooked up to that matrix, and that's how we are being targeted, and we are being weaponized. If we are, instead of, again, judging, complaining, being negative, right, full of fear, right, the AI of the archons, that's the loosh for them. They want humanity keep in that shadow, in that lower self, right, and not believing in themselves, and you know, not doing the inner work, spiritual work, and being, you know, on drugs and addiction, and just losing hope. They want humanity to lose hope. They want humanity to give up. Also understand that humanity were sold by the Anunnaki, the Thothians, the thought, thousands of years ago, that they already sold humanity. And so what I'm feeling or seeing in the, again, the political arena, the Pentagon, the military, and those new guys, right? Some of them very good looking and tattoos and so on. We are again shifting, I mean, from that Draco kind of reptilian federation and their monarchy or satanic hierarchy, right, into the Anunnaki monarchy. So, you know, those are the aliens. Actually, they've been ruling this planet and ruling humanity and playing with our DNA, actually damaging our DNA, especially the Diamond Sun DNA. Again, I show you, right, the 12 strands of DNA, Diamond Sun, the Diamond Sun DNA. Everything's on Ascension Glossary, Lisa Rennie. It's all about homework. This is a must here. For my soul group, for the Cabal, for DARPA, for Hydra. That's why we're creating the communities, and also Ashtar, right? Contract between the Zetas that we need to correct. The contract with the Zetas there, that needs to be corrected. And so the DARPA, right? The DARPA, the Ashtar Galactic Command. Here, you know, I represent the New Earth Marines under the Ashtar Galactic Command, under the law of one, implementing the Galactic Codex, and do all this rehabilitation of consciousness, of hologram, of DNA here for my soul group, who ended up, right, in those dark projects and ended up being cyborgs or being transhumans and being extremely damaged, and they ended up in electrostatic bodies just like me, in that black goo, in that fallen tree of life. It means chakra totally distorted, totally out of proportion, totally misaligned, not having the higher line, right? It's all been desecrated, right? These guys are aura weaponized, okay? Holes and tears in their aura energy field. So at least for partial ascension, we're creating a platform for them, okay? And this is a must. I mean, that's why we came here. The volunteer soul and, you know, the project, that's I've been initiated into it. Also by Andromeda, the crystal star family, the Aurora races, right? They're hosting this when I was driving from Phoenix to Sedona, 2015, 2016, right there. Okay. And they show me what is my mission. So this is my mission, and this is what I've been working towards, and it's been labor. It was like a woman in labor. It's complex. It's been struggle. It's been a fight on all sides. Even those who are helping me, like Ashtar, right? Lots of maybe misunderstanding and so on. The way I see things, the guys see differently, right? My thing is I'm a female form, and I'm dealing with mostly males. I'm dealing with XY chromosome. I am XX chromosome. I have a womb, right? So I'm dealing with the military. It's very patriarchy, misogyny, right? It's the masculine energies, and this is just huge for me, who is extremely tiny and who's been extremely damaged, right? I also have a yeast actually from all this SPE and the suppressive parasite entity, and how it's totally was digressed, degraded. They were that was JB, with the digital avatar, or JB in CIA, right? Trying to totally destroy my body. I mean, I know who you are. Huh? They're on all kind of drugs. They come on in shadow bodies and creating, and that's how they're murdering star seeds, and those they want to talk, or whistleblowers. So, but I'm here alive, so that's why slowly and surely I have to talk about it, even though my video again. Hardly anybody watches my video, but my video removed another. YouTube removed another of my videos. It's unbelievable. But I have, yeast infection. I mean, I have to really take care of myself, right? Being on that crystals mission, and with the crystal spiral, with the crystalline energies, right? And making sure the crystal lotus flower life, right? We're connecting to God, to source. We have the technology, guys, the Tekion technology, the beautiful healing, like a beaming frequencies into the head area, into brain, into the mind body, right? Because of the electrocution, how they electrocuted me because of the Nazi Neuralink, they totally devastated me, and so on, right? So from here, we're going here. But that requires inner work, spiritual work, transformational work. I mean, lots of work. That's why the project, right? And we talk about also Yashua is here with me, helping me, right? Yashua, he was walking with me. What I thought that I'm going to die. I was in that black goo, electrostatic bodies, and he was there walking with me. Guardian Yashua, with his sandals and robe, he came. And I know they showed me, the book of life. We were, part of Cabal, and I was bad judge in my past lives, and debauchery. He was reading me from my book of life. Why am I experiencing these things? Well, I used to be, high-ranking military officers, or ninja, samurai, shogun, military, also the Brahma. Kind of the Brahma, that's the caste, that's the highest caste in India, right? It's Krishna talking to Arjuna. And so, but we are also the monarchs, we are the pharaohs. And that's what I was showing last time, that is that 12D shielding. That's what we need to cleanse and clear and align with the 12 tree grid. This is a must, Katara grid, for my soul grid, for Cabal, those who don't want to serve the agenda of those negative aliens, right? The hybrid Anunnaki, Nazi, Pleiadian factions, who are family of Ashtar, and so on. So this is a must, because they have the Kabbalah, right? The Sephiroth grid, but it's only 10 spheres, and it's in reverse, the draconian kind of architecture, right? It's running the Metatronic reversals. So that needs to be, that's why studying all that. This is going to be in my center, yoga center, meditation center, Zen gardens, okay? And this is not a joke that I've been talking about it for quite a long time, right? So starting with the 12D shielding, okay, the unity vow, everything's on my website, yanakalai.com. And very looking for somebody. I know my website needs to be enhanced, and I'll be also working on that journey, my healing journey, and working on the self-transformation, right, from black ops back into here, into the Christos avatar, from digital avatar into Christos avatar. How that's been a journey. I received lots of help, and like I said, the 0 point like radiant energy frequency, right? It's a lot. That it was an operation. It was very complex operation, and I'm sharing my experiences with you and with those, you know, the military, the cabal, the black ops, okay, that you know, we need to embark upon. And I already have the experiences that I teach, that's from my direct knowledge experience, okay. So, and yeah, and this is what so this is what I'm also experiencing on a political arena. We cannot be repeating the cycle, people complaining, or, you know, we need to start creating those communities with ETs, right, with their highly advanced technology. It means we need to raise our frequency vibration, right? We're the star seeds, we're helping with all that, right? Humanity who are already 5-star humans and who are getting their galactivation, or they're embodying their planetary logos, that 7th dimension, right? Like we're meeting somewhere in the middle, right, center, where you know, the bad guys from up there, right, the universal shadow, are either being ejected, or they are being confronted, or they need to go to galactic military tribunals, right? The galactic trials, we talk about it, because you know, yeah, we've been invaded by extremely vicious, rogue, negative alien races. And so this is so important in the disclosure. Reading energies, knowing that you're soul embodied personality, and some of us already embody your monadic self, oversoul, or we are the Christos avatars here on a Christos mission, right? Helping with all that, harmonizing these energies, right? And teaching, educating others about these phenomena that are now happening. And people, I guess, they're wondering what in the world. I mean, UFO is not out there. We are the ET. Some humanity have ET DNA. It's all about activating the etheric DNA, okay, and start really understanding your multidimensionality. Very important. So dismantling the 3D ego, the 3 layers of ego, right? The 1, 2D chakras on Ascension glossary. Very important, guys. So writing things down, journaling, right? I have the 5D protocol from Telos, from the inner earth, helping us as well, right? We have the Andromeda helping us. The Solar Rishi are helping us. The Pleiadians are helping us. The Icturians, the Syrians, right? And the Lyrans. They're all helping us with this ascension, process, with the transition. And so very important to end. Also, what is very important, guys, from the bi-wave, we're going into tri-wave, right? So I'm again all over the place, but how important to really sit down, take a deep breath, right? Contemplate, be in nature, be on the sun. Do a meditation, like today we have the Sunday Unity meditation, or we have the 3 Hearts meditation, right? And there are so many other meditation, removal of that fear-based consciousness on Ascension glossary, or that's the Heroes Gamos, that's on that energetic synthesis, right? Heroes dash Gamos, that's the Hero Gamos technology that actually counteracts the anti-Heroes Gamos technology from the right trident, right? Starseeds who have been weaponized, turned into digital avatars, my soul group, serving the agenda of those negative aliens. So that's why this is a must. I have to talk about it. The other thing I want to mention, I know it's not pleasant, but it's very important to resign from that MOLOCH matrix. Those who experience SRA, the satanic ritual abuse, okay, and so on, very important to understand that there are energy cords. It's called soul binding, the blood covenant, that needs to be addressed, embraced, acknowledged, right? And here, resign from a MOLOCH matrix. And again, whether it's on my cosmic leadership, or of course it's going to be healing sexuality on my website, yanakalai.com, is especially for the Marines, for MC, under MIC, under DARPA, right? The Black Ops and so on. So this opening command, everything, guys, is available, and we are transiting through the Mother Arc. That's the 13th Stargate, right? We talk about the aquamarine frequencies, and I was thinking also make a meditation how to connect to these high frequency. That's for those who are advanced and who want to pioneer and create their own communities with ETs and so on. Very important, of course, listening to solfeggio tones, right? Healing music, guys. So we have all these frequency, hertz, 432 and so on, right? Very important how it restructure your DNA, because we have the samples from the Japanese scientist. I forgot his name. And so there was the sample of the frozen water, how when you radiate positive energy, you train them with positivity, how these beautiful cells are creating this beautiful sacred geometry. And again, the sun, the sunshine, even of course they've been blocking the sun, and all the the chemtrails, and they are doing the interesting energy transmissions, right? And wreaking havoc here, and mudslides. The cosmic energies are here. Ascension, inner work, right? That's the Ascension Plan B. Lisa Renee, to me, she's who channels this information. She's the originator of that. So loving yourself unconditionally, right? And embracing the divine feminine within you, especially those guys in the military who were abused, violated, tortured, right? So we're creating platform for you, healing center for you, and so on. Just being in your heart, and start remembering who you truly are, and no more guilt, blame, and shame. I know there's lots of suppressing, but negativity, with that negativity, keeping them in that low frequency vibration. That's the predator mind, that's the ego. Talk about the 3 layers of the ego. That's the AI, how the AI is controlling us, the red wave frequency and so on, that we are being lost, we don't know who we are, right? I mean, I'm a yogi now, bringing yoga back into military and understanding the meaning, yoga, union with the divine, instead of being hooked to AI and having all this power. But it's there's abuse, misuse, right? We need to deserve going to school, education, yoga, meditation, right? Instead of having all this power that it's been done through AI. But then this all black magic, those are black magicians. They're abusing highly advanced technologies, and they're creating robots out of us. They're misusing their power. They think they have some kind of power, but now you see with the light coming, embrace the light, embracing the darkness, you see the power is only within you. The power is with God. The power is connection to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, sacred reconnections. There is no power in that rogue AI. Their AI is disconnected from source, is disconnected from heart structure. That's why they're abusing us. The AI of the Pleiadians, of the good benevolent ETs, the AI recognizes the heart structure. Their AI is for healing, for enhancement, for cleansing, clearing, purification, whether of our chakras, energy field, of our soul, of our water, of our air, right? So very important to start differentiating it through purification of the mind, positive affirmations, right? And like I said, remembering who we are. And the diet is very important. Okay, so the distilled water, fasting, superfood, and colloidal silver, right? A zeolite, I have to take iodine, and shilajit, and so on. So the self-care, so, and the food, the price of the food is going high, right? My car, actually my car is 20 years old, so I'm kind of wondering, I may buy a bike, right? I only, it takes me 5 minutes to go to work. but time to really break through. And through the Galactic Codex, I need to get in touch with my star family, galactic family, or probably, you know, oh sorry, girlfriend, and my soul group are probably hiding, right? And because it's DARPA, you know, they're the black magicians, and some of them are highly advanced souls. Those are the hybrid Anunnaki, right? Some of them even draconians, and start working here on this project, you know, and you know, healing. And you know, this is I have a contract, an agreement. Oh yeah, release yourself from soul bindings, releasing of that bindings and so on. And yeah, MOLOCH programming, energetic synthesis, guys. You can read all that. Yeah, start educating yourself. And remember, we have the mother arc that is being set up for this specific reason. And we need to be deeply committed to our emotional clearing and sexual healing when recovering from post-traumatic stress disorder, sexual abuse. So PTSD, time to heal. Kathy O'Brien, start with her little brochure. So there has to be some kind of action towards it, right? Or chanting. People are, you know, not many of them, you know, instead of those dark ones doing black magic, right? This is yoga. This is Sanskrit, right? Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Amritangamaya. From darkness into light, right? From untruth into truth. From mortality, you know, being limited, right? From all these addictions and so on, into immortality, into limitless, into eternity, right? And so sharing my stories with you guys, only take what resonates with you, of course, leave the rest. I have this project. Oh, very important, return to rightful honor is also on my cosmic leadership. How it's very important to command, you know, the command by divine right of all beings in universal law to have their consciousness, memories, and light body parts be returned to them in the event it has been hijacked or stolen by negative forces in current or previous timelines. So return to rightful honor command is also on Ascension glossary. And right, everything is now available, everything is possible. We have to correct everything, right? Here we are choosing, I choose my perfection to stand in eternal light and represent my full sovereignty and freedom for all human beings on this planet. I receive this gift now as I will share this gift with all. All is one with the light. I'm unity, beloved I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, you know, we're, like I said, we're on a Christos mission. I'm helping Marines, my soul group, with their soul fragmentation, right? This is what happens with all these interesting recruitments, how they're being abused, violated, tortured, and raped, right? Again, Ascension glossary, soul fragmentation, right? Dismantling the negative ego, right? The 3 layers of that personality that has been hijacked, digressed, right? Turned upside down. We've been here in an inverted matrix, computer simulation, virtual reality of that inorganic archon AI structure, right? And we've been dealing with negative aliens. And this is what happens. They are splitting the human soul. They are splitting it. And these guys exhibit mental confusion, tendencies that are called narcissism, schizophrenia, dissociative personality, sociopathy, along with a lack of empathy for others, an array of psychological distortions that potentially lead to insanity. Okay, you can see negative ego for starting stages of pathology. So what they did in the psych ward, right? Suddenly, like, you're being diagnosed with schizophrenia, whether you hear any voices. More and more of these energies are coming to surface. What was done to me, how I lost a track of time. I don't know what they took me, what they really done to me. Okay, whether, you know, the good guys, bad guys. I think there were both of them, because now I'm here assembled, but I have debt in a way. I have this contract, whether it's with the DARPA, with the Zeta, with my soul groups. The Zeta is in a human form. Some of them are with the Black Magicians, with the Cabal. Those are human souls in some of that human Zeta bodies, guys. That's how complex that is. So when even I am, struggling, and I am even arguing, with the Ashtar Galactic Command, with the Ashtar, they're constantly telling me it's so complex. This is extremely complex. And so everybody's doing their best, right? Through connection to that divine spark within that sacred chamber of the divine, of your heart, connection to the divine, right? Embracing the energies of the Holy Mother, Divine Mother, just being in nature, right? Coloring mandalas, doing some art, playing a music. Tomorrow, actually, I'm going to a drum circle, right? So interesting thing what happened with me, right? I start calling my friends. Some of them answered my phone call, some of them did not. Some of them came and helped me, right? And like these young generation, they even paid me for that Uber drive. That was 5 minutes, but still I receive a free ride. And so I can see where people are and how people, some of us, we're helping each other, right? And we're doing the work. And some people, they're either struggling, so I'm praying for them, and if they need help, I am there, available whenever I can. So this is the community in unity, and also with ETs are helping us, right? Here in this ascension journey, healing journey. And I'll be sharing more of my that healing journey on another PDF file that I'll be working on, or I'm working on actually. I downloaded all these videos from these since 2018 or 19, right? I don't like 10, 15 on them. Looks like Google or DARPA, they already removed one of those videos. So I'll see what I can share with you, and it's going to be like I said, part of the like I said, sharing and my testimony how I healed myself from that, okay? And free myself. I heal myself and I free myself from DARPA, from those black magicians, from that astral plane, from that universal shadow, from that red trident, right? That's 10D, 11D, freeing myself from that draconian empire, with these fallen angelics. And so that's what I'll be witnessing on the political scene. I mean, that's what I'm witnessing, seeing from that galactic perspective, that, those factions, the draconian with the Anunnaki monarchy, right? They're the one who've been actually fighting and using humanity, as batteries with the for the proxy wars with proxy Israel. And how important is to pretty much let everything go, even like the political arena, right? And all these narratives and the mainstream media and so on, and go deep within our hearts, because all the answers to our questions are within us. Yahshua was saying that, right? All the kingdom of heaven is within. All the answers to our questions are within you, right? You're in this world, but not of it. Right? And we came here for a mission. So anybody who is healing and is on their mission, helping others, humanity, you're already ascending. You're already 5-star human, right? You just continue. You're praying for others, praying for the world, doing meditations, right? It doesn't have to be my kind of style, but that's what I've been doing and I've been committed to. And voila, here I'm sharing my stories with you. And continue again with the project. And the dark ones have ultimatum. It's 2024. They actually had ultimatum in 2012, and that was still the original Mr. OB, right, in a government. And that's kind of how I got activated into exopolitics, because it was told to us that the US is going to withdraw from Afghanistan, right, in 2012 or January 2013. And then suddenly, right, I start also being awakened. I start healing myself because I had these horrible injuries from January 2013. And it's like, oh my God, oh my goodness, what happened? How come the US is still in the Middle East? How come all these treaties are broken? Who is doing all this? Or, the military is saying something, but the truth is the opposite. Or, I know it's the shadow government or the shadow military. They're saying something, they're helping these countries. They come and they're invading those countries. That's why those young guys, even in Afghanistan, right, they have very bad experience with the US military forces, because something is being said and then it's broken, right? And that's exactly also my experience with the military or with the Marines, right? You're telling them something, right? and they do the opposite. Or you're saying something, right, and they totally distort the consciousness, they distort the energy, and then they're saying the total lies. It's all about lies and deceptions, but unfortunately that's how those guys are being trained. This is how they operate. This is what is being done to them with all these CCP jabs. And I know one of them even received some kind of jab straight into the brain. They do all kinds of experimentations there, and then they become extremely dark in that black goo, and they are monitored, and then they are weaponized. They don't have a life. So that's why people, humanity, who didn't join military, right? I understand there are other, all these religious organizations or politics working for government. But to me, the military with those negative aliens and with all these interesting experimentations and CCP, China, DARPA, the arachnoids, right? The Chimera group. I mean, this is darkest of the darkest. Those are the reptilian Anunnaki or draconian Anunnaki or the draconian Zetas with extremely vicious agenda. And the Hydra, the octopus. And to my surprise, some of extremely highly advanced souls who are supposed to be ascended masters, they were drawn or kind of drafted into those projects and totally desecrated. This is what we're dealing with, total desecration, distortion in those higher places. And again, I'm sharing these energies, what I'm experiencing on this political arena, and who is now, right, in DOD and Pentagon, and these and guys who serve military. I know somebody personally who also was in Afghanistan, who was in Iraq. He was MD. He was a medical director of fire rescue. He joined army, kind of in an advanced age. I think it was like early 50s, but he was full bird colonel, right? And then suddenly, right, because of this, his body, became full of muscles, but started twitching. His skin turned into gray skin. It was really gray. Yeah, gray skin, like this. And he got ALS. And everybody, people were thinking, oh, you will live so long. He was a great runner, and he's gone. So what was in these things? I know Andrew Bartitz, he was doing a reading for me in 2014, and he was helping super soldiers back then. We know what is there. And of course, we cannot be more specific. But either you tune into these energies, and plus, everything is in those documents. Disclosed, undisclosed, it doesn't matter, because the black magicians, the DARPA, has ultimatum. Here's now the Ashtar Galactic Command, the Andromeda, right? The Cosmic Crystal Solar Dragons. These energies are here, and we're bringing everything into alignment. Everything needs to, go to the light for healing, for resurrection, for consciousness expansion, right? For polarity integration. This is what we do. And, justice will be served. So, the project, okay? And of course, there has to be contract and agreement, contact, okay? Both parties have to agree, right? Also, there has to be some financial, either, support, sponsoring, right? Sponsoring this project. And this is how we are co-creating the new earth, even though in very kind of interesting ways, right? This is highly advanced. This is like a galactic project here, right? That we're ascending into that 5th dimension, okay? And it's complex and so on. But there's the Cosmic Law Evolutional Edict on Ascension Glossary. Study that. Because I have platform for those fallen angelics, right? For those black magicians, for DARPA, for the controlling group, right? The hybrid Anunnaki, the Gestapo Nazi faction, the Black Sun operations, the Belial group, okay? And they need rehabilitation, because for them, this is the only way if they want to continue their evolution, okay? And those souls who also ended up negatively polarized and who are still negative, and they're 3D, that's the 3D negative personality, they are mingling with that group. And then of course you have 3D personalities of that positively charged, and then you have the soul of that positive polarity and soul of that negative polarity. Everything is on the Ascension glossary, Lisa Renee, or you can go to Cosmic Leadership. I have a link, right? Everything is there available for consciousness expansion, for healing, for understanding what is happening, you know, what is transpiring. We've never been here alone. The ETs, we are the ETs, the negative aliens, they were ruling this world, even the solar system, even this galaxy, okay? And my message is we're going back to God, to source. I was 7 years old from here, Satya Sai Baba, right here. We're going back to our original divine blueprint. We're going back to cosmos. No more deter, and it is what it is. And again, I'm sharing that all with you for your growth, for your enhancement, for your empowerment. Again, this is for informational and educational purposes, even entertainment purposes. So please don't take things personally, right? Just kind of fly with it, or flow with it, play with it, or meditate upon it, because at the end of the day is pretty much, you know, you and God, or me and God, and right, the creator is within, and we are responsible for everything. That's why the universal laws are coming back online, the natural laws, right? We're implementing the Galactic Codex, and I came up with the New Earth jurisdiction. Okay, and I recently implemented the law of consent, right? Everything Ascension glossary, Lisa Renee. So, beloveds, I hope you're doing well. Okay, it's really upon now each of us to play our part, to know our role, to really understand what is going on. Being in a know, being in a now is extremely important, right? And at the same time, being playful, right? Being creative, that's how we were designed. What is your passion, right? What is your love? What lifts you up? Okay, this is the new earth. It's all about now frequency, vibration, how you feel. And really time to remember who we truly are, right? We're the beings of light, multidimensional, direct connection to God, to source, being creative, okay, and being eternal. I'll talk to you next time. Many blessings and namaste. Bye-bye.